Well, I'll tell you what I think.
Suggest that not voting is advisable, and I shall push back. Say that the parties are exactly alike, same result. Suggest that you cannot, under any circumstances, criticize the president, same result. This is the point. Extreme statements elicit strong responses, and should. We're supposed to recognize that the world is not black and white, but myriad shades of gray. But Obama bot? Emo prog? That level of discourse is distracting, divisive, and destructive. Have a little more respect than you demand. You can handle it.
We will literally eat each other before we give an inch.
I think we all need to take this opportunity as Democrats to really work together and make things happen. This is the time, this is the place, this is the opportunity. And it's up to you and me to move beyond our individual differences and to see what we do have in common and what we want to achieve for ourselves. Really, it's a matter of looking at the big picture, growing up, being mature adults, and behaving that way. Come on now, let's all be mature, grow up, and let's get things done.
The newest attack is that you can't believe Occupy because some of those who've supported it, like Michael or Alec Baldwin or David Letterman or me, make a nice living.
You want to stop the fighting? Here's how you do it. Let's talk about the things we agree on. Social Security and Medicare. We want those programs to remain. The GOP does not. And we also want the public school system to remain. The GOP wants to get rid of that. We also agree that healthcare reform is a necessary thing and it needs to be improved, and we actually would like socialized medicine. We all agree on that too. The GOP wants us to fend for ourselves and give money to the rich and take it from the poor. Agreed?
The Democrats is doing the whole Democrat, and you put them in there. That's the face you had on you when you come back in the polls.
We must lighten up. We're all frustrated. We're living the damage done to our country brought on by 40 years of a Republican agenda. We've seen the scary-ass clowns in this GOP circus. We need to pull together and support our president. To see Democrats attacking each other is heartbreaking. I think Dems attack other Dems out of frustration. Healthy debate is democratic. But personal attacks, viciousness, unkind, mean-spirited exchange is really more Republican-like virulence. We need to come together and support each other.
Skeptics and critics of Michael, and there are a few, wonder how a man with wealth can stay true to his roots and not just go with the money flow.
Well, the Democrats' way of running this country is to go tell us all how we ought to make sacrifices.
I must say I really am shocked and surprised the way I see certain Dems attack one another when they're having a disagreement. I mean, being liberal means you're supposed to be open-minded. It means you're supposed to be accepting of others, even those with different ideas, different thoughts, different opinions, different views on different issues. So let's remember, when we disagree, we don't have to go with the personal attacks. That's beneath us. We're supposed to be better than that.
Anybody supporting people who make less money than they do is either lying or a hypocrite.
Each of us has our own sense of reality when it comes to politics, and it doesn't often entail the facts. When we continually criticize without offering viable solutions, when we don't listen to other viewpoints, or when we don't do our research, we're failing the system. As progressive, liberal, and moderate Democrats keep pounding each other, we're creating divisiveness and fractions. Who will take us seriously? We need to come together, folks, and work out our differences, even though imperfect. We can't afford to lose this vital 2012 election.
Well, hey, you do well, and you're down there in the rain in Zuccotti Park.
All I'm asking is for the respect to get home.
There are very few things that will make me give up my right to vote. Anger and disappointment aren't on the list. As progressive liberals and Democrats, we need to stop feeding on ourselves. Every day I see someone disparage someone else over some perceived political offense. This is nothing but a distraction. As far as I can tell, the Democrats still need the lefties, the union folk, and some of the independents to re-elect our president. I'll support the good things our president does. Now, I'll rail against the things I think he shouldn't do or shouldn't have done.
You know, they ridicule or Kanye West or others for going down there. And I'm thinking, you know, first of all, he doesn't have to be down there. He's down there actually working against his own personal financial interests.
Correct.
Because he's down there supporting a tax increase on him. And if anything, he should be thanked for that.
To my fellow Dems, liberals, I would like to just say, remember as you praise President Obama or criticize him, that we do not walk in lockstep like the other side. We think things through, we debate. We don't have to agree on everything. Let's agree to disagree without being hateful. Also, for those who are falling for this President Obama failed at everything, come on. That is right-wing, Fox News fakery, and it's just what they want you to repeat. Let's not fall for that. Thank you.
Right away with Roger and Me, my first film, I gave away half the money and proudly paid my taxes and told my the tax guy, I said no deductions other than the mortgage. No deductions. I want to pay my full share. And right now, if any conservative is watching that just made their head explode.
This is all a conspiracy. Don't you know that? It's a conspiracy there.
In 1968, Democrats fought among themselves. We accomplished this. 40 years later, Democrats stuck together, and we accomplished this. You choose, people.
We will literally eat each other before we give an inch.
That's pretty much it.